Here is the new Wuben X1 Pro. So overall, this is a fairly decent improvement over the original. We've got the original here. So this had just 3 very floody LEDs, XHP 70.2, and this has a flood and a spot channel. So yeah, we'll just go over the light a bit, and the other big difference is that you can easily remove the cells on this, whereas the original you just got 4 screws at the back, so not so easy to do. And then it's just got this little locking lever here. So 2 cells in series. This takes 2 protected 21700 cells, 4800 milliamp is what comes with it. And you've got a lanyard attachment on the side. So select a switch for your modes. So you've got a flood beam on your right, spot beam on your left with a combination in the middle, on off switch and levels for here, or just on the side, USB-C charging with your power bank function, fan in the middle. So flood beam, so XHP 50.3 HD, so the domed LEDs, and then for the spot you've got XHP 50.3 high intensity, so all with textured reflectors, and you've got the anti-reflective coating on the glass. So we'll just go over the UI quickly and then move on to the pros and the cons, what I like, what I don't like about it. 1 press on, 1 press off, hold from off is eco, hold from on cycles up to high and then back down to eco, double press, turbo, so 1 press turns it off, 2 presses reverts it back to its previous level, triple press is strobe, and then triple press again is SOS, which we won't go through. 4 presses from off, 1, 2, 3, 4, gets you lockout. There is no hold for momentary eco, and it's just 4 presses to unlock. And it always turns back on to eco when you unlock it, so that's good. 5 presses will disable the fan manually, but it will not disable the fan if it's already past a certain temperature and it's just trying to cool itself off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a lighter here. So it's really pushing a good amount of air through it. And yeah, so we'll just go over the pros and the cons. So build quality is very good on this. A very solid light. There's no like sharp edges or anything. Beam profile is good. The spot beam just has, if we turn on to turbo, this purple outer ring. And that is just caused by the anti-reflective coating on the glass lens. It has a regulated driver, so you've got nice stabilized output on here, as well as high sustained output of almost 2,500 lumens that I measured, which is very, very good. Fan cooled, of course, and it's user replaceable. So just unscrew those screws there, and this whole thing just lifts out, and you just get a replacement from Wuben, pop it back down, tighten up the screws, and you're good to go. So good for cleaning everything. The spot beam, flood beam, and 1 light's awesome. Placeable battery, easily replaceable batteries. You've got this bike mount as optional. Add-on, I believe, and it's got like a bit of a plate that you screw onto the light, and so this can just attach and detach easily. And you've got a pretty good user interface on this. Not any real complaints. The cons for this is a quick step down off the turbo. It does not. It's pretty much an immediate slow decline as soon as you activate turbo. And it didn't meet the advertised specs for the lumens, and that is a bit disappointing. But I did measure over the range, advertised range, so that's good. So the slider switch on this, for this changing the LED modes, I don't like it where it is. The position of this, you got your main switch here, and it's just super awkward to try and flick this switch. And it should have been back here, I feel. A main switch, and just have a slider switch back here, or even do what Loop Gear have done, and they've got the main switch inside this rotary dial. So you've got like flood and spot, beam, and then you've got your operating switch in the middle of that for on off change brightness, which is way better. This light's pretty uncomfortable to hold, at least for me. It's quite angular. It's quite like, this is all resin and highs and lows, and for me at least, I've got a larger hand, so maybe it just doesn't sit in the right places for me. Like, that's comfortable up there, but then I can't reach the switch. So it's just, for me, I don't like it for the comfort level of it. The original X1 was more comfortable for me. And then what's even more comfortable is the SK05 from Loop Gear. This is nice. And what else? The spot beam LED, I feel like they missed out here. They shouldn't have gone for the XHP 50.3 high intensity LED for this. Yes, it does get a decent amount of range. I measured 448 meters at turn on, and it gives you quite a good wide spot beam. But when you've already got powerful flood beam on here, it makes much more sense to go with like a narrower, longer throwing spot beam. And I reckon they should have gone with the SFT 25R, because that could have got about 650 meters. And then it's like an good all-in-one light. Then where you've got a powerful flood and a really long throwing spot. It's so much better. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this light anyway, and I hope you guys enjoy the footage.